They buy you happiness? The sweet answer is heck yeah, and I'm gonna show you how. We always see people buying lavish things, clothing, cars, food, trips. So that must mean that they are living life with money, right? They always have a great smile, the best expressions in the world. So I want to have that same experience, and I bet everyone else does. For us simpletons with no money, we desire those things more than anything. We look at it and we become jealous, and we're like, yeah, I'm gonna do those things. The question is, how do we get ourselves to be in that position? There is a simple solution to that problem. It's called being in debt. So you're telling me all I have to do is go in debt and be broke to be happy? Sign me up. That sounds like an easy plan to me. We as humans, we love that instant gratification more than ever. We don't want to grind and work hard for things and appreciate it. We just want it now, especially since we see everyone else are going on these trips and doing all these amazing things. So we're like, yes, I want it. How do I get to it? Put me in debt. That is okay. I'll pay it off. Don't you worry. There is a better and more rewarding way to get that money, and it's called a 9 to 5. And I'm talking about that nice grind at the workplace where you are miserable for the next 40-50 years of your life, so that you can actually go ahead and buy maybe a few of the things that you've seen, just to be a little bit happy or feel like you're part of the world. You said you want that happiness again? So shut up, work, and put yourself in that stressful environment. That is where you need to be, and that's where you belong to get that money. It's a simple formula to a lifetime of happiness, right? Make the money, be depressed. Spend the money, be happy. Have no money, be stressed. And then you just do it all over again, and then that's the circle of happiness, right? So money does bring you joy and things that excite you in this life. All you have to do is just give yourself up. It's right there for you guys. All those things you see, it can be yours. You just gotta put more effort into work life. And once you get that cycle going, just do rinse and repeat. You'll get that happiness again eventually, after just stressing over money and being depressed at work and trying to get that money, and then spending that money that will only last about a day or two, and then you can just start all over again. Jokes aside, in short terms, yes, money can buy you happiness. The only thing is, getting caught in the world of comparison and wanting and desiring thing actually robs you of happiness, which is ironic because you think money will buy you it, but you're just really taking that away from you, that happiness, because you want things that others have. You will truly never be satisfied if it's all you're chasing after. Money is not what will dictate your life. It should be something that can help create memories or bring stability and comfort. It is okay to want to do something every once in a while, but if it's something that you want to do constantly, and because you're seeing others doing it, you're really not going to find that great joy. Money can help build those, experiences, those things that you want to remember for the rest of your life. And maybe it's not buying lavish things. It may be just spending time with family, or going on those, short trips or events here and there locally. And that's all it takes. Just find the small things, and it will bring you everlasting happiness. Just because you see other people seem to be happy doesn't mean that they're not going through the same situation as you. Struggling with money is a real thing, and I don't want that to be something that you will find yourself stuck in. I know for myself, I had put myself in that situation where I desire so many things, or I look at things that other people are doing. I'm like, man, they're enjoying life. They have all these things. They're way ahead of me. But in reality, those same people that you are looking at and watching are probably most likely going through the same thing, where they're actually broke and they're putting themselves in a worse situation just to have attention and hoping that people will gravitate around that. But in reality, they may be struggling and they are overspending, and they are putting themselves in a stressful environment, and they're now having to put extra work and do extra things just to live that kind of lifestyle. It is not a healthy place to be. I like money. I think most of us do, but it is the way that you use it that can bring you happiness. You don't have to do the things that others are doing. Do things that are meaningful for you. Let it be something that will bring you joy even long after you're done doing it, because it is like, oh man, I remember this and that. And let that be what drives you in your life. Don't let green be what tells you what you should be doing. Don't put yourself in a place where you're not going to be happy and having to work for the rest of your life in a place because you're just like, oh, well, it makes me money and it will equate to me being happy. Let's be honest, most of our life we will be at work. So put yourself in a place where you have the freedom and the flexibility to do both. Yes, you will work, but yes, you will also have money to do things. Just do it in a way that it is healthy and not in a place where you're gonna compare yourself to someone else that you don't even know or even relate to. Just because they do one thing does not mean you should also follow in their footsteps. Be your own leader and doing things on your own with family, with friends, without actually having to kill yourself. And then yes, the hardest thing is saying no to people, especially when you feel embarrassed because you don't have enough. That's okay. What will matter most is that you're not having to stress yourself out and feel depressed because you put yourself in a place where, yeah, you chase after happiness more out of embarrassment. Me personally, money is the key to a lot of things in life. It is what drives us to, wake up, to do work, to do more than just, the daily things. We live in an age where money is so much easier to make than before. For example, YouTube is a great way and a great tool to use to create new streams of income. Yes, it may be difficult even for myself. I'm not monetized or anything, but it is also a space where I can voice out my opinions, my thoughts, and seeing how people react to certain things and what brings them joy and what brings myself joy. So yes, if YouTube is not something that you want to do, there are so many other ways to make money and still feel happy, where you feel fulfilled. And if you are happy with the job that you have, even better. If you're not happy with where you are in life, then maybe try to do something different. For myself, I am trying this. I want to be something big in life. I want to go beyond just working a 9 to 5 every morning, realizing, man, I hate having to work for money and just being miserable and tired and having to deal with drama, dealing with people. It is not a life for me, and I hope that you guys can find your own voice and your own path to creating a successful life, and one where you can actually bloom and put yourself in a position that you never would have thought. I'm just recommending, don't chase after the money, then you will see a difference in life and you will have that freedom that you always aspirated to have, and you will be able to relax and breathe. I will continue to do what I can to help motivate you guys, maybe help push you to think a little differently than everyone else. I know it's not easy, even for myself. I fall into that trap of wanting to do things out of comparison, and man, I tell you, it makes me more sad than anything. And when I end up doing something that I've seen others do, I can't enjoy it as much because they already showed it to me, and my expectations were something else. So I'm telling you, don't follow other people's footsteps, especially when it comes to money. Do what you can and find moments that will be everlasting. There was something that they said that, helping somebody with money actually brings you greater happiness than that spending for yourself. So, which is a weird thing to think. You would think buying things for myself will make me happier than anything else, but in reality, helping those around you will bring you the greatest happinesses and the greatest opportunities in life. Doors will open for you. You just got to be patient and realize that life is good. Your life may be better than you think, even if it is stressful and it's difficult. And I'm not saying that without money it's easy. I mean, I stress out a lot too. But when I find out that if I am patient enough and I do things my way rather than the way of others, I am happier. I am not stressed about money. I'm making better financial decisions, and I'm getting closer to having that freedom where I can do more because I have more, because I was responsible. You too can do the same thing. In short term, yes, money buys happiness, but it does not buy it long term if you are always gonna spend it on the short term. Plan, be prepared, be responsible, and I'm telling you guys, you will be able to have those experiences, but with your own flavor, with your own life. You'll be able to have those experiences for yourself without the help of comparing. So, hope you guys like that. I am gonna try to do my best to be more consistent. I know I have not been very consistent, and I want to try something different. I want to show you guys that anything is possible. If somebody like myself, who is very introverted and cannot do things outside of little groups, then anything is possible. So keep trying, guys. Don't give up. Don't chase after everyone else's dream. Create your own. Tell yourself, what is it that you want to do, not what others are doing.